as we're going into the grand finals here for the North American Winter Championship. Luna versus Snowy.
Now, what I really love about Luna coming into this one is not that he just beat Sandstorm and has that momentum, but the way he completely dismantled Sandstorm in that final game. The way he had so many flashy, gorgeous KOs. He's bringing so much momentum into this.
Yeah, Luna's, I mean, that was just impressive. And now already impressing us. Oh, what? He's so smart, knows that he hit that downlight low, so he didn't even go for the jump. Went for the neutral heavy raw off the soft platform. Luna looking to finish this stock off of Snowy. The neutral light's gonna drop for Snowy.
Got caught right on that little corner, slid down just a bit. Luna with a massive lead here. He's hunting for the KO. You're seeing the side airs come out. You're also seeing the neutral lights all the way on the edge, hoping to get those as far to the right side as he possibly can. Side air is going to take out first stock, less than a minute in, going the way of Luna.
And Luna is feeling it. He's got so much momentum. Over to the hammer. Snowy, forced to the soft platform, gets past Luna, and he's gonna get the weapon advantage. Luna gonna be jumping for a little bit. You see Luna still aggressing despite the fact that he's unarmed against Snowy.
Weapon toss there. That is something that Luna is going to have to deal with a lot more if he tries to really extend those pressure situations. Like, Luna had some swaggly weapon tosses, but Snowy just like has a weapon toss, it seems like, always. That is something Luna is really going to have to deal with and not get frustrated by those sort of little interruptions in his momentum and his game plan.
Snowy is unique in that he makes me want to have a stat that is weapon tosses per minute. Just for Snowy, to see how often he's doing it. Goes again for the weapon toss. Luna's already getting the damage added up, goes for the slide charge NSIG just to force an option out of Snowy.
Now, I don't think we actually get the time per game in any wonderful stat on the stat tool, but like, we have the weapon tosses. If we got that time, we could literally just do the math to find WPS, weapon tosses per second, except weapon tosses per minute would probably be a more impressive stat.
I need neutral SIGs per minute from Luna, though, because he is hitting them. Snowy eats the ground pound, and that's going to be another stock in favor of Luna. He's sitting down. He's like, I got the gold. This is my throne. This is my house. I'm the winter champion.
I wouldn't do that too early. Because
yeah, there's still at least 6 more games that you have to win.
You did play a set against this exact player earlier, and it did not go your way. And as a Luna enjoyer, it was very frustrating to watch because I thought he had it in the bag, but Snowy just held on to that control for too long at the end. He just had it.
All right, Snowy, this is the opportunity. Can he get that control? Can he wrestle it back? A full stock behind, reminiscent of Game 5 in their last fight, but Luna this time holding strong, getting damage, getting it added up, chopping onto Snowy.
Oh, he picked that one
out.
That actually might have bounced into Snowy. Yo, if he's not careful. Nice catch there.
Snap.
Yo, the
Got the
two-piece. The two-piece.
From below?
Oh, he went for the three-piece
close.
signature finish that would have led to the KO because you just saw the recovery didn't actually KO. So if you went for it in that first place, it would have just been a juggle opportunity and not the stock.
Ian. Damage is being added up on both sides, but Luna's an extra stock behind this side sig, gets him to safety. Grab out, he dodges inside of it.
The start of his spot dodge was right on the edge where he would normally get hit. The end of his spot dodge was inside, really in the eye of the storm there, keeping himself safe. Has the axe in hand, the side air is going to do it. I believe it even bounced off the stage, taking away a little bit of that momentum, but enough damage was built up from this high strength Taros pick, and Luna gets game 1.
Luna marching towards victory. He's already placed the throne. He's marked out how he wants to redecorate. Now it's on him to earn it. Snowy trying to ice him out right now. He's thinking about the swap. Is it going to be more Rayman? Is it going to be a changeup? What are the weapon toss counts looking like?
See that average damage per engagement. Man, that is favoring Luna so much between these two. Where the weapon toss is only 15.
Yikes.
Who did you give the controller to, Snowy? That's not you.
We know he's a 20 weapon toss Andy, but more importantly is the 2-for-1s that Luna keeps getting. That long?
It's like this big
That's
again.
what? That's so much.
It's that big.
Look at his hands, not me.
Yeah. It's this big.
2 for 1,
It's this many.
That's so much. That's so many.
So much time.
And here we go. Game number 2. Luna versus Snowy. Is he going to get another 2 for 1?
Grabs the weapon very quickly. Oh, just a little bit too stacked for the stomp side air to make contact.
Oh,
Recovery.
snap.
That's going to hit
Oh.
on the head. He tried to do it again. He
He
has
did.
that
He
setup,
did.
man. He has that setup.
Didn't have the damage on Snowy. That's the one thing that really held it back, but he had the setup. Already getting damage built up onto Snowy's first stock. Oh, didn't get the weapon pickup.
He's fine.
Dodged
He's
too
fine.
early.
Weapon spawn coming in. He picks it up. Didn't take any damage in the interim. Now has the hammer in his hand. You see Snowy playing very defensively, putting a lot of space, and then all of a sudden going in after a whiffed move.
Got the double-double. Getting the damage built up onto Luna's first stock, evening it up. Dodges through the weapon toss. Luna denying, but he has the axe. That's not his KO tool.
Oh!
Missed the stomp, missed the ground pound. Oh, gets another one.
Would have been a huge play coming out from
Oh,
Snowy. Likely
okay.
would have ended the stock, but it didn't take too much longer for him to find the KO move. Gonna have his choice of weapons. Likely gonna be the axe. No, it's gonna be on the gauntlets. Not sure if he wanted to end that juggle early to pick up the gauntlets or if he was worried about possibly being disarmed as Luna was right on top of him with iframes from the spawn.
Definitely was a possibility. Luna respects the NSIG, gets the scoop up. Needs to finish this stock off of Snowy. Recovery doesn't connect.
Ooh, no punish after that whiff stomp. I expected maybe a down air from Snowy. Does have to be careful. Luna over on the wall. Snowy actually gives him some space. Tried to read the exact time he would come over the corner with a side light, but out comes the stock. And we are basically even, though Snowy is just a little bit in the lead.
Downlight connects for Luna. The first damage added up onto Snowy's second stock. Snowy, okay, nice sidelight, side air. Ground pound connects. Snowy retreats to the left side.
There's the two-piece. Tries to extend it. Put that ground pound all the way into the ground. It's now axe v axe.
Whoa.
Oh, they're
Oh,
whipping
oh.
right past one another.
Dancing with danger, both of them so close to finding the hit that they want. The side air from Snowy puts Luna off stage. The ground pound from Snowy, and Luna is out of there. Snowy with the stock lead.
This is a huge stock lead, too. He's still in the yellow at this point. Has the weapon advantage. The spawn's going to come in. It's going to be all the way on the right side. He gets the side light to knock Snowy over to the left, giving Luna plenty of room to pick up the hammer. There's the side light you just saw. That Snowy's still in the orange. Wants to stick with the hammer.
Just above Luna's head. Axe in hand for Snowy again. He's so good at getting those two pieces consistently with each of his weapons. Side air. Luna taking too much damage here. He needs to get this stock off of Snowy ASAP, and Snowy's not giving him any opportunity to.
Luna was hardly able to do anything when he had the weapon advantage. Stomp. Recovery. Snowy's going under. He'll have enough. Luna just too slow to get over to the other side to put any meaningful edge guard in, but he did get weapon.
And
Oh, come on, bro. What are you thinking that is?
There, finally, Luna finds the KO, and he's gonna wait. There's the weapon. Has the axe in hand, trying to delay the weapon spawns as long as he can, but Snowy will be able to pick up the gauntlet safely.
Luna did have the chance to swap in and out between his two weapons there to juggle to delay the weapon spawn, but no, he just stood still and then picked up the axe.
Just outside of those side airs, Luna with the spacing knows that a
Oh,
side
knocks him
air
away.
could be enough. A recovery could be enough for Snowy. Ground pound will be enough. Snowy puts himself on the board 1-1.
Tying that one up, 564 damage. That almost silent ground pound that happened on the soft platform then turned it into a KO. Snowy played really well that game. He kept Luna at the weapon disadvantage for extended periods of time. Even when Luna had the weapon advantage, Snowy did a great job of just kind of running away, staying away from that before he picked up the axe and immediately started chopping necks.
Yeah, and we saw that Luna was not able to get those 2-for-1s. More critically, just look at the angle of those graphs for Luna. Just how quickly Snowy's able to add up damage time and time again.
Look at the damage as well between the two weapons. 184 from the gauntlets. That is basically tied with the most damage on any weapon that Luna did. But then look at the axe from Snowy. It was 278 damage, eclipsing every other source of damage that Luna had in the toolkit.
Yeah, man, he was chunking with those axes. Sidelight snares, sidelight nairs, damage after damage.
Snowy's looking really good. That axe has been very solid for him all day. When it comes down to a clutch situation, that's what he has been consistently relying on as his higher damage dealer. Even in that clutch situation, the edge guard that gave him the set against Luna previously, that was with the axe as well. So he's winning in neutral with it, winning on the edge with it, virtually winning everywhere with it. And when he doesn't have it in his hands, he's still doing good damage compared to his opponent. Even when he's unarmed, he's still on par in terms of unarmed damage, and he's also not taking a lot of damage until he can get back to a weapon.
And here we go. We're getting ready to get into game number 3. Like you said, Snowy looking good, able to put up damage with all of his weapons, looking comfortable. We'll see how things change as we get into game number 3. Small Mammoth, Small Brawlhaven, and Apocalypse. It's going to be Mammoth Fortress for game number 3.
Now, both of them are going into the movement speed stance. One of those is going to take out a dexterity. That's coming from Luna. The other one actually also takes out a dexterity as well. So they don't favor that. They want to be able to schmoove and groove throughout the entire stage, get in and out of their effective enemy's range.
Yeah, I mean, that movement is so important. Being able to play that footsies, being able to have more horizontal travel when returning back towards stage can be so important. Luna, knowing how important it is to deny weapons as well.
He's just staying away until he can find the axe, and then he goes in. That is a consistent strategy for Snowy. That's turning Luna's weapon advantage into a weapon moot point because he can't really find hits.
Punish?
Yo,
Down
he tried it.
Oh, but the recovery from Snowy immediately. Luna, he got the wall touch, but this time he's the one forced to disengage.
Luna did have his dodge in time to dodge straight up and then fly over into that wall on the right side to keep himself alive.
Oh,
this is huge power position. The dodge is down. Out comes the ground pound from Snowy to take away that first stock. Again, another huge first stock lead for Snowy.
Snowy, looking good. Has a big lead over Luna. Luna needs to find some footing. He's not finding those N6. He's not finding the momentum. He's not finding the swag that he had earlier on.
Snowy unarmed. He's running away, baby. He ended up getting through Luna, ran to the right side of the stage to get away from him. Smart plays coming out from Snowy.
He's just waiting for those weapon spawns. They're so important. He knows he can get damage as long as he's got the weapon in hand. Okay, a side air. Luna. Recovery.
Ooh,
Luna.
Almost took off the top. A
Send
lower defense character that might have taken off the top. Luna really needed that here. He's starting to really fall behind.
Ooh.
Don't think he had the range on that even without the dodge, but Snowy threw it out just in case he underestimated how far Luna could reach.
Yeah, a little bit of drool from that pit bull almost getting onto Snowy there. Okay, the side air. Luna's still not enough.
There it is.
Okay.
But it gets interrupted by Luna's weapon toss.
Really good weapon toss, just halting that N-Sig before it even starts. But he's still behind.
Oh, Snowy. Getting a little bold here, going in off stage at the weapon disadvantage. Choosing to come in with these down airs on the unarmed kit, even though Luna does have the downlight as an option to completely shut that initiation down.
Snowy, feeling pretty good right now. You're seeing it. This the attitude in the way that he's moving around Luna. He's playing a lot more aggressive when he's got this lead. He's wanting to keep this pressure onto Luna. Edge guard. Oh, off the weapon bounce.
Luna's doing a fantastic job of coming back. I think Snowy needs to play a little bit more defensively. You see him back all the way to the right side and then punish the axe recovery. He does need to be careful. Gets away from the D-Sig and finds the falling recovery off of the gauntlets to get the KO off the top. He had a massive lead on the first stock. Still has a lead here, but it's not quite as much. If he can keep Luna weapon starved, it's probably going to take a little bit more until he's about to be taken out by Luna, but here comes the hammer.
Yeah, really good from Luna to mitigate the lead that Snowy had, but again, it's still a Snowy lead. A Stomp Sider won't be enough. Again, Luna's just throwing these raw neutral sigs out in the middle.
That one's got to be a bait sig,
Yeah,
right?
it has to be.
He was so far away. That was almost looking like a Boomy signature coming out there, just hoping his opponent would go into it. He got the dodge in time, still took the recovery, but got the dodge in time, so he didn't fall to his death there. But Snowy is manhandling Luna, feeling so confident in this, spending a lot of his time putting pressure onto Luna. Did get punished, got the stock off the top, but Luna is so damaged. Snowy using all of his iframes. He can just stand there, doesn't have to worry about anything hitting him.
Snowy knows that he is one hit from victory and taking it 2-1 over Luna. Luna's starting to get aggressive there. Axe in hand. Snowy with the downlight almost does it.
Actually jumps into that weapon toss. He's so close. He can still take some more punishment from Luna, even like a stomp in Sig. Even on the corner, Snowy's still in pretty good position, but he does have to be careful. Just play defensively and work on getting a side air punish.
Just one side air is all Snowy needs. Weapon toss. Goes to the gauntlets. Luna was winning it out just barely. He's not been hit for a while, but there it is. GC downlight into recovery. Snowy is one game away from being crowned the North American Winter Champion.
And we are seeing some classic Snowy stats coming out here. 654 damage. That is what we were seeing in the earlier games against Sandstorm. So he's having to put a lot of damage out on his opponent before he can actually find the KOs on them. But it's at least working so far. The end of that game had me a little bit nervous if I was looking for a Snowy W, because the damage was being added up by Luna. We talked about Luna never saying die earlier. We talked about Snowy never saying die earlier, but Snowy does have that lead. Let's see the number of weapon tosses in this one. It was looking like a little bit of a Snowy panic towards the end with those weapon tosses, weapon tosses, weapon tosses.
Yeah, but he still was able to put up 19, almost hitting that 20. But really, it's that first stock of Luna. Look how short-lived it was. Look how quickly Snowy took it. And we'll see if Snowy can take another one, because he is, again, one game away from being crowned the North American Winter Champion.
And if we look at the peaks of all of those stocks on the damage taken graph, every single peak of Snowy stocks were significantly lower than every single peak of Luna's stocks. So Luna is much more efficient in terms of damage that he has to do before he gets the KO compared to Snowy. So far, Snowy is doing a better job outlasting than Luna is, but that could change.
Well, I'm sure for Snowy, efficiency doesn't matter as long as you're getting that damage built up more frequently. And so far, things are looking good. Snowy with that damage lead over Luna as we are on Apocalypse for game number 4. Luna hoping that the fires of this one are going to be enough to bring him into game number 5.
Snowy feeling pretty confident that he could throw out that ground pound and hold it for a very long time.
Oh, snap.
Wow. Early first stock here, making sure he hopefully doesn't have to put out a 654 damage game again to take this one. Very efficient coming out from Snowy. Tries to open up with a little cheeky insig, does get punished for it. Out comes the hammer for Luna. The side air gonna take it out. The efficiency stays strong for Luna.
Immediately evened up, but Luna, he's only staying even with the person who's currently up 2-1. He's going to stick with the axe. You saw the active decision to keep the axe. He's got another one. There it is. Has yet to get really a hit onto Snowy, though.
This is a classic. Even when the weapon spawns favor Luna, Snowy does such a good job of nullifying any possible damage that Luna could be able to do to him during that time.
Side light, side air. Luna has the edge guard opportunity. Those ground pounds. Oh, the down air connects. That's a burn dodge.
Oh, almost picked up the backside of that axe recovery. That would have sent it probably a 45-degree angle. Nice little cheeky bounce there off of the weapon toss. Snowy, double down air coming in, adding up damage, keeping himself in the lead. The GC side signature. Haven't seen too many of those in a long time.
You're seeing both of them starting to remember some of those SIGs that they hadn't used for a little while there. Luna goes for the scoop up.
Great Snowy fast fall to get away from that one. Oh, Snowy's adding so much damage here. That side air does send Snowy flying. The recovery doesn't quite reach up. He did it again in the same spot. Snowy takes away that stock.
One stock left between Snowy and victory. Luna gets the recovery. Can he even it up? He's already taken a weapon toss to the face.
not too afraid to go unarmed. He was staying pretty close to Luna, almost stacked on top of him. That actually kept him safe from a lot of the moves that Luna was throwing out. The double weapon toss coming, hitting Snowy, but not putting him in too dangerous of a spot. Weapon spawn comes in again. Snowy is not taking any damage this entire time. Luna seems unable to find a way in until Snowy gets a weapon.
Snowy really just making sure he doesn't give opportunities. The weapon falls low.
Okay, dude.
He chased that a little too hard.
The way he went in so hard for that, I'm really not a fan of, especially because of the way that he's playing these unarmed engagements against Luna. Not having the weapon is not the worst spot for Snowy to be in, but Luna, some nice unarmed damage. It's Axe v Axe here.
Oh, man. Luna, though, more damaged. The ground pound. Yeah. Stuck on this wall. The weapon toss. Snowy gets up. Luna gets up. They're both on the stage. Just a downlight. That was a burns dodge.
Oh, Luna is so damaged.
Okay,
It's not going to take much more to get him to the KO damage. He's
Punish
finding the response to Snowy. That weapon toss going up. Luna playing
Grab
very
him!
carefully.
And
Are we going to get a game 5
He's
off of this?
taking it to game 5. He wants it. He gets it.
Wow. The end of that game, possibly off of that hard chase of the weapon toss that Snowy did to grab his gauntlets. After he's been playing these weapon disadvantage situations so smartly.
Snowy, though that slight mistake, I mean, that's what we keep talking about, right? Is just those little cracks in the armor, those little gaps. They're so heavily capitalized at this tier of play, and that's exactly what happened. Snowy made that small mistake chasing that gauntlet toss, and Luna fully capitalized. Got that side air, got it evened up into the final stocks, and got game 4. We're going to a game 5.
Now, Snowy was more efficient in terms of taking stocks that game, and I'm not even just talking about that first stock that he took early on. He was very good. The peaks in the graph were at about the same height, sometimes even favoring Snowy in terms of efficiency.
Yeah, I mean, he was looking good. He's definitely playing very well in that one. You saw very clearly the mindset that he had, and he also cleaned up that efficiency. And now in game number 5, we'll see if he can kind of maintain that just a little bit more, right? We saw that one slight misstep. If he doesn't do that, he might be going home with the gold right now. Otherwise, we're getting a reset and another best of 5.
The stage banning is up. Crystal Temple already taken out, but a little bit of time is going into what other map we want to take off of the board. Demon Island is next on the chopping block, then Small Brawlhaven, then Apocalypse that we were just on the dome. Taken out as well. It's to Small Enigma, Small Mammoth, and Small Great Hall. We have 2 triplats and a 1 single moving platform. That one is, of course, Small Mammoth, and that's exactly where we're going for this Game 5 situation.
That map banning was actually pretty interesting. You pointed out 2 tri-platforms and Mammoth. That screamed to me, we're going to Mammoth.
I dare you. I double dog dare you to pick a tri-platform map.
And here we go. Game number 5. Snowy versus Luna. Couldn't have asked for a better grand finals between these two. No one expected either of them to be here in the grand finals fighting against each other.
We started this one off with 2 incredibly evenly matched players. They also started off with 2 axes, one in each hand. Snowy, is he gonna get the clean stock here?
Not a 0 to death just yet, and it won't be one, but Snowy might take it. Yep, that weapon toss. Snowy's got a huge lead.
Snowy does not want to play one more game after this. He is ready to go home with the gold medal at the Winter Championship. Sandstorm maybe put the Snowman core on, but the true man who's been Snowy this entire time is Snowy.
None other than Snowy. He's already put in his W2. He's already given the PayPal. He's like, I'm ready for my earnings. But Luna gonna try to deny those earnings. Game number 5, and Luna is very behind. He needs to start finding that momentum ASAP because Snowy is running away with this one. That avalanche barreling down.
Snowy's still in the yellow, almost has Luna in the red. That minimum charge time side signature comes out very quickly.
And neutral light.
Luna may be looking for a cheeky little edge guard there, hoping that recovery makes contact and he can take away this stock in yellow or orange. Snowy's not going to let him have it. He's hunting for that cider. You know he wants it so bad to get that KO, go up a 2-stock lead. Weapon toss goes wide. He's going to back up. Weapon spawn comes in, gauntlets in hand, tosses them away. Neutral air, unarmed. Weapon spawn comes in, axe in hand.
Snowy. He's playing so safe. He's like, I need this victory right now. The weapon toss, Luna not able to find the hit. He can't find the neutral ace. Luna can't find the KO. Snowy, he's just living for days.
Dude, I swear, Snowy is like every Axe player in my ranked games, just jumping, running away, and hoping for the side air. The side sig does not happen this time. He picked it up twice in a previous game, doesn't get it this time, does find the side air. Still a 2-stock lead. Snowy looking at a victory. Snowy looking at a gold medal, something he has never had under his belt. It's only been 2 other medals. Luna still can't get the KO.
Each time Snowy touches back to the stage, a little part of Luna dies, and Snowy, he is marching towards victory. His first ever gold medal inches away.
Stomp Sayer does little to halt the momentum that Snowy has. He knew it was going to happen. He was just too damaged, and Luna was too healthy on this final stock. That is not going to halt the confidence that he has, that Snowy can take this game against Luna. He already won the set against Luna. He's already won 2 games against Luna.
He is 1 game away. Luna, he's finding momentum. Ooh, that weapon toss didn't go over the corner, though. He wants this. He wants to take this, get the reset. Snowy, he just needs a dodge read, and he could be going home with the gold.
Does have to be careful. Luna's starting to add up that damage. It might be too little too late, but you never know. We may see Luna do to Snowy what Snowy did to Luna, but I don't think that's going to happen. Snowy coming out with the gravity cancel breakdance, hoping for a little bit of style to end this one while he still has a second stock. Again, the side sig fails. Luna is on to that trick.
Luna trying to get this to final stock. Snowy with the weapon toss. The recovery almost does it. An unarmed recovery might be enough. Luna has to go untouched. The side air, the weapon toss, the downline ground pound, and Snowy is going to be the North American Winter Champion.
The first time Snowy has been on the podium past 3rd place. He has 2 bronze medals to date under his belt. Now he can add the championship gold, the king of winter championship in North America. Who else could it be other than Snowy? With the matching snowflake avatar, the man is built to win this tournament.
Do you know how many years I made Snowy winter championship jokes and they didn't come to fruition? Finally, it happens. Snowy does it. He gets the gold medal, beating out big name after big name after big name.
Look at the damage numbers. Even though it takes a lot of damage for Snowy to get the KO, he's so smart at avoiding damage in the process. 23 weapon tosses. There's the Snowy that we know. Ladies and gentlemen, look how long it was until